Welcome to the history of the world. From the Unveiled Mysteries by the Ascended Master Saint Germain, Vegetarian, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Guy Warren Ballard was a United States mining engineer and co-founder, together with his wife Edna Ann Wheeler Ballard, of the I Am spiritual movement, inspired by his life-changing meeting with the Ascended Master Saint Germain, Vegetarian. One morning in 1930, Mr. Ballard, led subconsciously by his inner spiritual longing, went on a hike on beautiful Mount Shasta, located in the western U.S., where, according to legend, a group of divine adepts reside or could be seen. His sincerity and deep longing for the truth led to a profound experience that day. He was blessed by the appearance of the beloved Master Saint Germain. Following this enlightening encounter, Mr. Ballard devoted his life to spreading the Master's wisdom according to his capacity. From Master Saint Germain's dictations and teachings, Mr. Ballard wrote a series of books under the pseudonym Godfrey Ray King. Master Saint Germain's imparted spiritual knowledge was the basis for many lectures given by Mr. Ballard, as well as for the founding of the I Am religious activity in the early 1930s. By 1938, it had up to 1 million followers. Today, the volumes documenting the valuable mysteries revealed by the Ascended Master to Godfrey Ray King are still fascinating spiritual gems for many across the globe. The three most famous volumes are titled Unveiled Mysteries, The Magic Presence, and the I Am Discourses. Ascended Master Saint Germain, Vegetarian, is deeply venerated among the Theosophical Society, as he represents the establishment of the Aquarian Age, an era that we are privileged to be witnessing. He is also identified with the Count of Saint Germain, Vegetarian, a mysterious European figure who possessed great inner knowledge and was called immortal by some due to his everlasting youth. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, during a conference in 2022, spoke of the rarity of humans having contact with Ascended Masters.
Very few people can see Ascended Masters.
Oh, that's right.
Unless they are going up higher, and the Ascended Master has to lower themselves down a little. We have asked some of the Ascended Master teachings like Saint Germain.
Yes, Master.
And Master Moya and all that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
They appear to one or two people only.
Oh,
Yes,
Master.
true, yes.
Mostly they don't always appear. They appear sometimes, but mostly they just dictate their teaching.
Today, we are pleased to present excerpts from Godfrey Ray King's book, Unveiled Mysteries, wherein Saint Germain, Vegetarian, leads Mr. Ballard on a journey to the Royal Teton, where the Akashic records of the past, present, and future are kept. Chapter 3, The Royal Teton. Then passed before our vision the ancient civilizations of the Gobi and Sahara deserts, showing the rise and fall of their principal activities. The decline in each of these was due this time not to cataclysmic action, but to being overrun by hordes of primitive souls taking embodiment in that cycle. Next came pictures of Egypt, her rise and fall, the latter being due to the deliberate misuse of knowledge and power by a large number of the humanity embodied in that land, whose predominant qualities were the pride of their intellectual accomplishments and rebellion against the restraint of their lower nature. Egypt rose to her greatest height by the right use of knowledge and power. These always demand humble obedience of the intellect to the God Self within, absolute and unconditional control of the human or lower nature in those who seek such gifts if they are to avoid destruction. The souls embodied in Egypt during her decline were not undeveloped, as were those in the civilizations of the Gobi and Sahara deserts. On the contrary, they had attained the conscious use of knowledge and power and deliberately chose to misuse it. This activity has nothing whatsoever to do with wisdom, for those who are the eternal inheritors of the gifts from that divine goddess must forever be past all temptation to misuse knowledge and power. Wisdom is the right use of all that manifests, and he who realizes this self-evident, immutable truth becomes an open door to all good that abides in creation. The reference to Egypt as a land of darkness is most unjust, for out of Egypt in her earlier cycle came very great light, and out of Egypt will again come very great light. The next scene portrayed the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. When the darkness and degradation of those centuries had reached their lowest point, Jesus appeared, pouring out his blazing light and love as the Christ, and through his transfiguration, resurrection, and ascension, such an overwhelming flood of God's perfection spread over the earth that never again can so vast a darkness encompass humanity in any age. The accomplishment of his life stands eternally recorded upon the atmosphere of this planet and acts as a magnet drawing mankind unto a like perfection. The coming of Jesus was an initiation to the people of our world and a cosmic command to use the power of divine love in all their future activities. This outpouring of his love to the earth at its darkest cycle became the birth of the Christ child in the individual. He called forth once again the cosmic, divine blueprint and revealed the decree for the incoming age. That plan is complete dominion over all things, finite through the full statures of the Christ within every human being. Next came the reign of Richard, the Lionheart of England. Humanity has little or no knowledge of the real spiritual activity that took place during those years. The same light that inspired Richard's enthusiasm and activities in the Crusades released through his followers and the people of that time certain forces that the ascended host used at inner levels of consciousness. Then came pictures of the recent World War in Europe, and these disclosed the activities that generated it. Only a few individuals know the real cause, and no doubt it is for the best, more do not. It is too destructive for the consciousness to contemplate. Nothing can possibly begin by focusing the attention upon war. This too, perhaps, was the reason why the period from Richard to the World War was not portrayed. Here, the activities of the ascended host were revealed, and we saw them dissolve the cause and greater part of the accumulated momentum of the world's recent conflict. They accomplished it by consciously focusing and directing enormous rays of light whose power to consume and transmute is too stupendous for finite description. These perfected ones have been watching for the cosmic moment to arrive when they might perform for humanity a service of love that has been long awaited and of which mankind has as yet little or no comprehension. These remarkable pictures continued and revealed activities stretching forth into the far future and affecting the whole earth. They showed many changes to come on the surface of the land itself. One of the most important of these concerned the progress of North America. The divine plan for the future of North America is a condition of intense activity in the greatest peace, beauty, success, prosperity, spiritual illumination, and dominion. She is to carry the Christ light and be the guide for the rest of the earth, because America is to be the heart center of the golden age that is now dimly touching our horizon. The greater portion of the land of North America will stand for a very long time. This has been known for thousands of years, yes, for over 200,000. The pictures continued for nearly 3 hours, portraying many scenes and activities that have entirely escaped the recording of historians and the world of science because of their great antiquity. Wonderful and beautiful as our moving pictures are today, they are mere toys when compared with the living, breathing, actual existence revealed upon this cosmic screen. Here, it was possible to watch the cosmic course go forth of many events and conditions found upon Earth, so that those watching receive instruction of the most extraordinary magnitude. For more information on the Ascended Master Saint Germain, Vegetarian, the I Am teachings, and Godfrey Raking's books, please visit stgermainfoundation.org or stgermainfoundation.ch.
A plant-based diet is one of the most influential practices people can use in the current state of humankind. When individuals change, consumers change, and society changes. A virtuous cycle can begin in which the industry changes as well. Hara Khan and Chao Jin-chin, vegans.
Carefree viewers, it was a pleasure you could join us today on Words of Wisdom.